When I'm sleeping at night, I want to be able to make money still. I want to know that like when I stop playing this sport, because it does stop one day.
In an unexpected twist, Angel Reese, once the basketball star everyone hailed for her talent and personality, has taken a drastic detour. Rumors are swirling, and the buzz is almost too wild to believe. Is Angel Reese really joining OnlyFans?
Is a Angel Reese OnlyFans coming up next?
For a player who once dominated the court, this alleged move has everyone talking. But the story isn't just about her controversial leap into the world of exclusive content. There's so much more lurking beneath the surface, and fans are eager to unpack it.
The fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, sometimes it's very disrespectful.
Reese was once the darling of women's basketball. She led her team to a national championship and quickly became an icon, captivating fans with her charisma and on-court skills. With a dedicated fan base and a bright future.
Tripled.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts when you saw
I was
that
so
happen?
happy. I mean, we deserve it. This league has deserved this for a while. The women in this league.
It seemed nothing could derail her success. Yet in a startling turn of events, Reese's focus appears to have shifted, leading many to wonder if this is really about fame, resentment, or if something deeper is driving these choices. After the championship, Reese was everywhere, on social media, magazine covers, and basketball highlight reels.
Just being unapologetically me. I've always been who I am, and I'm going to be who I am, wherever I am. And
however, her growing online presence seemed to pull her further from the court and into a storm of controversy. Fans couldn't help but notice that Reese's priorities were evolving. Where she once used social media to connect with fans and promote her sport, her posts began showcasing her life off the court rather than on it. Critics labeled it clout chasing, suggesting that she was more interested in fame than in her game. Then came dramatic social media posts and confrontational stances that culminated in Reese's announcement to join OnlyFans. For someone known for her powerful athleticism, this career shift was surprising and led many to question whether her love for basketball was dwindling.
yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball.
The backlash was immediate. However, Reese seemed unfazed and even blamed others for the criticism she was receiving, particularly Caitlyn Clark, another rising star in women's basketball. This brings us to an intriguing aspect of the story. Reese has insinuated that Clark stole her spotlight, hinting at deeper tensions between the two players. With Caitlyn Clark's rise to stardom, including her recent Rookie of the Year award, some speculate that Reese felt overshadowed, sparking a quiet rivalry that has now turned public. Reese has even suggested that racial biases may influence how their successes are perceived. While competition can be fierce in sports, Caitlyn Clark has managed to stay focused on her game. She consistently lets her performance speak for itself while climbing the ranks with record-breaking achievements and garnering respect from fans and teammates alike. In contrast to Reese's off-court behavior, Clark's accomplishments have made her a class act in the eyes of many fans. This growing contrast between their approaches raises questions about how each player is perceived by the public.
I don't really get to stand up for myself. I mean, I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me. I don't really get to speak out on things just because I just try to ignore, and I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and like not be there for them. So
Reese's increasing online antics have overshadowed her talent on the court. Critics worry that her new direction might detract from women's basketball as a whole. Joining OnlyFans has led some to argue that this move is less about empowerment and more about seeking attention. Even former fans and teammates express shock at what they see as a departure from what made her great. One anonymous coach remarked, "I never thought I'd see a player choose this path. It feels like she's throwing away her potential." The term female empowerment has sparked debates regarding what empowerment truly means for professional athletes like Reese. Many of her young fans were disappointed. She had been their idol, a role model representing hard work and resilience on the court. This shift leaves people questioning whether Reese is genuinely pursuing empowerment or risking her legacy for temporary fame.
Stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not be there for them. So I just want to always just know I'm still a human. All this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say
The announcement of joining OnlyFans also carries business implications that extend beyond Reese's individual career. Sponsors have begun expressing concerns about their associations with women's basketball amidst these controversies. Reports indicate a decline in viewership for women's games since these events unfolded. Parents are hesitant to support a sport where athletes seem more invested in personal branding than their game. This development has created unrest within the basketball community. WNBA stars who have fought hard to prove they are more than just eye candy feel that Reese's actions could set back women's sports as a whole. An anonymous WNBA player stated, "It's like a slap in the face to all of us who've worked to legitimize women's basketball." The fallout has been significant. Viewership numbers reportedly dropped by 15% since Reese's controversies began making headlines. Networks and sponsors are now questioning their partnerships with women's sports due to concerns over how these actions might shape public perception. Yet despite this criticism, Reese remains undeterred by the backlash surrounding her choices. For her, this move seems to signal a new era in which she can control her narrative. However, many wonder if she fully understands the long-term repercussions of these decisions on both herself and women's basketball as a whole. As Caitlyn Clark continues to shine through dedication and hard work, fans are increasingly comparing their journeys, some likening them to Dennis Rodman and Michael Jordan. While Rodman gained notoriety for his flamboyant lifestyle, Jordan's focus on his craft cemented his legacy as one of the greatest athletes of all time. This age-old tale prompts reflection. Will Reese's desire for fame eventually overshadow her undeniable talent? Women's basketball represents hard-won progress, where athletes break barriers and prove their worth on the global stage. In an era where every action is scrutinized, Reese's choices resonate beyond herself. They affect fellow players, fans, and young athletes who look up to her as a role model. As debates rage regarding Angel Reese's future in basketball versus personal branding pursuits, one question looms large. Will she recognize the potential path back to basketball glory, or has she already crossed an irreversible line? Could she realize that what she risks is far more valuable than fleeting fame? Ultimately, Angel Reese faces choices that could redefine or derail her career trajectory.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. It's not just because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game, and Kennedy has been here before, obviously, but there are so many great players in this league that have deserved this for a really, really long time, and luckily, it's coming now.
Reigniting her passion for basketball or continuing down this unpredictable path. Women's basketball is watching closely, waiting to see if Angel Reese will emerge as the hero of her story or become a cautionary tale of talent traded for notoriety.
Yeah, we haven't had that talk yet. Obviously, everybody can cheer for both of us for one day, so it's just going to be cool. So I'm excited. This is going to be first of many. I know we're going to be all-star teams together in the future, Olympic teams together in the future too. So I'm just excited just to be here in this moment and everybody coming and being able to watch. I know it's going to be a sold-out crowd. So women's sports is going into a rise, and I'm happy. I mean, we deserve it. This league has deserved this for a while. The women in this league have deserved it for a while. And obviously, no better place, no better time than now. I mean, so many people are watching, so I'm excited for what's upcoming. I think people have done whatever they can do right now to watch our games, so now being able to make it easier and so many more people can watch is going to be really good.
As Angel Reese navigates this pivotal moment, her choices will shape not only her future, but also the landscape of women's sports. Stay tuned as we follow Angel Reese's journey. Will she redefine success in women's basketball or become another cautionary tale? The answers lie ahead.